When I share with people that the last leg of my whole weight loss journey that lasted about, I think, 3 years, I used Ozempic to help me finish off that whole journey. And the reaction that I get from a lot of people, if they're on a weight loss journey and I say, hey, yeah, I did Ozempic and it really helped me, they become really judgmental. And they say, no, well, I'm going to do it the hard way. I'm just going to exercise and eat right. Little did they know that because of my age, and I'm sure some hormonal issues and all that shit, I was eating right and exercising, and those things were not working for me. Also, if you think Ozempic is the easy way out, you don't know shit. Because one thing about Ozempic, if you think you're going to get away with eating like you're a teenager, you're dead wrong. Because you'll end up with constipation, you'll end up feeling extremely nauseous or extremely fatigued and tired. Also, just because you're on Ozempic doesn't mean the weight's gonna come off. I know for me, it took about, I don't know, 2 months before I started to see any kind of real results. And the results were slow and steady, like no more than 2 pounds a week, which is the most you can lose at a healthy rate. I heard a content creator talk about this last year, and she said the reason that people hate Ozempic and other weight loss medications so much is because of fat phobia. They think that plus size people, fat people, should be punished and you have to suffer in order to lose any kind of weight. If you are not sweating up a flight of 150 stairs and eating cardboard and 2 pieces of cheese, then you have not earned your right to lose weight. And sometimes, let's be real here, sometimes it comes down to Ozempic isn't cheap, okay? And most people cannot afford it. So what I found in my over 42 years on this planet is a lot of times when people can't afford something, and instead of saying, you know what, I can't afford that right now, they shit on the people who can to make themselves feel better about the fact that they just can't afford it. I remember this woman just talking so much shit about it, and when I was like, oh, why don't you try it, I'll give you a couple syringes of mine, all of a sudden she was super interested in it, when a few seconds before that she was talking shit about it. Also, I want to make this very clear. One, there's nothing wrong with losing weight as long as you're not being anorexic or starving yourself or doing anything that's just crazy unhealthy. As far as people saying, oh, I'm scared of that shit, I don't know about the side effects. Y'all do know this medication has been around for a really long time to treat other things. It's not something new on the scene. I'm sure you're gonna be okay. Lastly, you don't have to suffer if you want to lose weight. Okay, you don't get some kind of medal or pat on the back. It's really fucking annoying at this point. I made up my mind a couple years back. I am not the 2 pieces of lettuce and a cardboard gal. Blame it on the fact that I was raised in the South. I got to eat my meat and potatoes. All right, it's just not gonna happen for me. I'll do my portion control, but it's not gonna be, celery. It takes a lot of courage to say, you know what, I've tried everything. Now it's time for me to see what my options are. And that's exactly what I did. I am at the age where my body is like, hey, so fuck you. So I needed that little boost to help me finish up and get to my goal. And as far as everybody's like, well, I want to do it the real way. Why do you feel like you have to suffer if there's an option out there that could possibly help you reach your results faster? Like, who are you trying to prove something to? Is it yourself? Is it other people? Did somebody tell you you didn't deserve something? I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. That's not my area of expertise, but you need to get over that shit. If there's an option available to you that can make your life a little bit easier, then why not fucking take it if you can afford it, okay? All Ozempic did for me was take away my obsession with food all the time. And quite honestly, it made me stop being so obsessed with the scale, because I knew as long as I did my part, the medication was going to do its part. So I stopped being the woman who weighed herself every single fucking day. So the next time somebody might share with you that they are on a weight loss medication and you feel yourself starting to say, well, I want to do it the real way, shut the fuck up, because you don't know what work they put in to get to the point where they felt like they needed to get other help. And it's not something that somebody can give away like lollipops at the bank. You have to see a doctor. You have to meet a certain criteria. Okay, you have to pass a physical and a blood test. And as far as people saying, well, once you get off of it, you'll gain all the weight back. You dummy, that applies to anything, okay? If you go on a diet and exercise kick and you stop that shit, you're gonna gain all the weight back. If you get weight loss surgery and you don't watch your portions and continue a lifestyle conducive to losing weight, you're gonna gain all the weight back. If you go off of Ozempic or another weight loss drug and you think that you can eat an entire pizza and not be active in any way, yeah, duh, you're gonna gain all the weight back. Before you hate on something, do you know what that person has gone through? Do you know that sometimes people's bodies just need a little extra boost? Do you know that regardless of what you do to lose weight, if you discontinue that lifestyle, you'll gain the weight back no matter what it is that you do? So focus on your own journey and don't judge anybody else's for theirs.